October the 27th, 2023. Guys, quick update. We've talked about it for a week now that back last Monday they were talking about 72-hour period from different sources. That's how long it was going to be before all of this came to a head in the entrance into Gaza by the IDF. They're saying Israel levels Gaza with bunker buster bombs. Heaviest bombardment since war began. It was also a Hamas rocket storm. Israel, the ground operation is expanding. So right on time, here they go. There's some amazing images I can't show you here, but there's links to some of the action that's going on there. It's hard to realize how much advancement we've seen in missiles and rocket technology. I hope and pray that the people have evacuated these areas. But these ground or bunker buster bombs, as they call them, are penetrating the tunnels that are all under the nation of Gaza itself. And they're trying to take out, and I think they have hit ammunition supplies and, of course, Hamas troops. I'm just hoping the civilians are out of the way. Let the people that are trained to fight, if they're going to fight, let them go at it. But get these kids, their mothers, and the elders out of the way. They're talking about attacks are coming by land, air, and sea. It says Israel is hitting Islamist positions in Gaza with bunker buster bombs in an attempt to destroy the Hamas network of underground bunkers. Internet and communication services have been completely disrupted in the north and severely restricted in the southern part of the Strip. Always communications is one of the beginnings of a conflict, guys, this loss of communication. Again, the shelling is the heaviest since the start of the war. Hamas said, accusing Israel of preparing for massacres. Journalists in the area make the same observation. The Hamas government has announced that telecommunications and the internet have been disrupted in the Palestinian enclave. NetBlocks, an organization that monitors cybersecurity and internet access around the world, reported a collapse of connections in the Gaza Strip. It says that Israel is expanding business tonight. The IDF spokesman said that Israeli forces will expand ground operations inside the Gaza Strip tonight. In the last few hours, we have increased the attacks in Gaza. The Air Force widely attacks underground targets and terrorist infrastructure. Now, what's important, I don't know if you guys have kept up with any of the UN speeches in the last few days. I think they were on today. And a lot of it is to stop this attack in Gaza, get the civilians out, get relief in, things like that. A lot of the world is watching it. And what is Iraq and Iran talked about in Syria and Egypt, right? Jordan. Don't do this or that's going to be the line that you cross. So is this that line? We're going to find out tonight. And last night and the night before, remember, they were making incursions in, basically with tanks going in a kilometer and doing some damage and coming back out. It says, following on from the offensive activity we have carried out over the past few days, ground forces are expanding ground activity this afternoon. The IDF is working in all dimensions to achieve the objectives of the war. Maybe that's why you're having the internet problems there. That's one of the dimensions. It was the comment of the spokesman of the Israel Army, Daniel Hagara. With Israel's operation in Gaza ongoing and intensified in recent hours, the White House announced that President Joe Biden was briefed by members of the National Security Council on the developments. It says the Israeli bombardments are being carried out by tanks located near the border with Gaza, while warships are operating from the sea, and Gaza jets are coming over there. Some of these bunker busters, you're not going to believe it when you watch some of these links. Again, you hope no one is in the way of what's going on, because it looks like utter destruction where they're hitting. Sometimes 6 bunker busters are hitting at a time in these videos. Now, there's sirens going off in Tel Aviv, Ashdod, and Ascalon because Hamas is responding with a storm of rockets. Fire of rockets towards the occupied territories, including Israel, in response to the massacres of Palestinian civilians. This refers to the post of the Ezzedine al-Qassam brigades on the Telegram platform. It is worth noting that yesterday, Hamas carried out one of the largest rocket attacks in Tel Aviv. Now, they're saying that there was some damage in Egypt earlier from some Houthi fire they were firing it towards southern Israel, and some Israeli jets took down the drones, and they landed and did some damage in Egypt. Not a lot of information on that right now. The rockets fired by Hamas outnumbered the interceptors fired by Israelis' Iron Dome air defense system. Then some of the rockets hit the city. Now, the rest of the article, guys, again, I'm keeping it quick. There's multiple videos of what's going on. You can see them here. Hamas launched a new rocket attack on Tel Aviv. Rocket fire from Gaza earlier this evening. Footage showing the rocket launches earlier from the Gaza Strip towards Tel Aviv. It says despite the large number of rockets fired by Hamas terrorists from Gaza at Tel Aviv, once again, the two Iron Dome air defense systems protecting the city did great in shooting down the rockets. You can watch some of the interceptions here. This footage shows a mass launch of unguided rockets by Hamas terrorists from Gaza at Tel Aviv. Different people were watching this. This is like a ticking clock all week, and now we're at the end of it. It says a terrorist organization conducted one of its largest rocket attacks at Tel Aviv tonight. It says the rockets launched by Hamas, we read this earlier, so maybe a different video, but it outnumbered the interceptor missiles launched by the Iron Dome. So keep an eye on news from Israel tonight. This is War News 247. You've watched it many times, or warnews247.gr, because it comes in Greek, and then there's a translator option here. But guys, keep an eye on it. I think this is very important. It may have been the move to push everyone into the same situation as far as all the players, both on the left and the right. It's going to be a weekend to remember. It's a heads up. Be safe.